With us in the studio is Lord Marland, who ran Boris's Mayoral campaign in 2008 and has served as the Prime Minister's trade envoy under David Cameron. Good morning, Jonathan. Lovely to see you. How will Boris Johnson be feeling this morning? We've seen Tom there outside the window. We shouldn't expect him to open the curtains and wave, I shouldn't imagine.
I would have thought he's thinking, God, what a job being Prime Minister. Yeah. It's never stops, does it? I mean, it's sort of a constant stream of attack on him. Well,
you're one of the reasons he's there. You played a huge part in putting Boris Johnson into number 10. A lot of people would like to...
Very kind of you to say so, but I did get involved in running his Mayoral campaign, which, if you like, gave him a launch pad for it. And I know him quite well, and I saw him a couple of times last week, which is always a pleasure. It is a very tough job being Prime Minister. It's crisis management, one crisis to another. I'm amazed at his resilience and his cheerfulness.
Now, you may see resilience. Some people would say it's sheer bloody-mindedness and stubbornness, and that he doesn't know when the time is right to go. Is that time today?
I think two things. Firstly, you need to be resilient and bloody-minded as a Prime Minister. He's certainly not the first. The second thing, he recognises, as if we all reflect, that no Prime Minister is ever popular when they're in power. You go back, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Theresa May, David Cameron, none of them were ever popular when they were in power. They're always being attacked by their own parties.
He's the dartboard.
It's never the party opposite. It's always their own parties that criticise them the most. And it seems to be quite relentless at the moment.
Yeah, can I just ask, we've got these elections for the backbench committee of the Conservative Party coming up, the 1922 committee, and, there's been rumours, they're going to elect people who are essentially anti-Boris so they can change the rules so that they can hold that confidence vote again before the year has passed. Isn't it the case that if he doesn't resign, which, let's be honest, he's not going to resign, he will be pushed out in a few weeks?
Well, I don't know that he's not going to resign. I don't think either Mercy can predict that he is or isn't. The fact is, this is a terrible display of Conservative loyalty, the whole thing. You see people writing letters, coming out, noises off, sounding out for their own position. And I always find this terribly bad. And what they don't understand is it's actually doing a great disservice to the Conservative Party. It's playing straight into the opposition hands. And I've always felt it's much better to say what you've got to say behind closed doors rather than doing a press release to the public.
So why have they done that? Because I don't for 1 minute believe this has got anything to do with Chris Pincher and the sexual harassment allegations.
Well, I think...
If they'd wanted a reason to go on sleaze, they've had many more opportunities up until now, Sunak and Sajid Javid. So what's really going on, Jonathan?
Well, I think if you take the two individuals... It's a well-known fact that Boris and Rishi were locked in debate, or even worse probably, about tax and the future of tax. It's clear the Treasury and Rishi Sunak want to increase taxes. Boris realises, and most people in business and everyone wants to see reduced taxes. And so there was a conflict going on over this particular issue. Boris wants to see tax reductions. Everyone wants to see tax reductions. Business wants to see tax reductions. In order for us to have a post-Brexit dividend, we have to show that we're more tax-friendly than our competitors, being America. I think there was... Sorry, just to finish on your main point, I think there is a question was, did he jump before he was pushed?
Yeah, absolutely. Well...